When I Were a Bit of a Lass, by Sam Fitton. You talk of your modern behaviour and such, your up-to-date manners and ways. You're thinking you've come to a wonderful pitch, you're crumful of pride nowadays. I wish you'd have lived in my grandmother's time, when cheeks were not plated with brass. They didn't wear frocks that'd give a chap shocks, when I were a bit of a lass. Your modern conventions all shoddy and sham, you're rather too fine in your talk. You'll jostle and cram in a train or a tram, because you're too lazy to walk. And when bits of lasses and getting 14, they thinkin' they're women by mass. They didn't talk fine nor stop out after 9, when I were a bit of a lass. There were no penny mashers nor fourpenny hocks, when I were a bit of a top. They didn't walk out with a tab in their chops, nor swagger or smoking a lot. And bits of lads then didn't think they were men, when sitting at the back of a glass. They dursn't talk back, when their fader looked back, when I were a bit of a lass. They didn't go wearing a watch on their wrist, nor great Gibson bows on their shoon. They didn't spend money on tippet nor whist, nor call a canoodle a spoon. On swallow-tail suits and fancy dress boots, they didn't go wasting their brass. There were no buggy hugs nor itchy-coo mugs, when I were a bit of a lass. Then lasses were lasses, and if they were poor, they dressed up in sensible rags. They didn't go swaggering with pads in their ewer, nor swinging their vanity bags. They had no clock stockings to sport on to prom. They didn't think swanking were class. They'd known so much neck sticking out, had they, when I were a bit of a lass. I hope you'll excuse all me critical views. I'm like to keep wagging me tongue. We're all apt to praise those old-fashioned days, when we were quite happy and young. Now when you get out, somebody else'll be towed at modern behaviour's no class. With pride you'll impart that your manners were smart, when you were a bit of a lass.